Have you ever wondered why some men seem to grow faster, mentally, physically, spiritually, while others stay stuck in the same cycle, no matter how hard they try? They go to the gym, they follow the diet, they even read the books, but something's missing. There's a silent force holding them back, and they don't even know it. That force, it's their lack of self-control. The truth is, semen retention and NoFap won't magically build your muscles, but what they do unlock is the mindset, the hormones, and the discipline that makes growth inevitable. And in the next few minutes, you'll understand exactly how your body transforms over 90 days, from day one all the way to full masculine dominance. It all begins on day one. Most men have never gone more than a few days without releasing. So when you finally stop feeding that habit, your body doesn't quite know what's happening. You might feel restless or even a little frustrated. But right beneath the surface, something powerful is beginning to happen. Your brain is recalibrating. The dopamine you've been burning on screens and lust starts to come back to its natural state. Your focus returns. Your eyes get clearer. You feel more present. And with that clarity comes energy. A drive to move, to train, to act. You might hit the gym that day and feel a little more aggression than usual. Your pump feels better, your breathing sharper. That's your body responding to your decision. By the end of week 1, studies show a natural rise in testosterone, peaking around day 7. And though it levels out again afterward, that spike is enough to give you an edge, especially if you're training regularly. Now let's move into week 2 and 3. This is where most people start quitting. The urges come knocking. The old habits try to pull you back in. But if you resist, if you stay focused, this is where the transformation begins. Your workouts start to become consistent. Your body isn't fighting against your mind anymore. It's working with it. You show up to the gym, not because you have to, but because you want to. Your lifts get smoother. You're more in tune with your form, your breathing, your rep count. You stop looking around the gym, getting distracted. You train with focus, and that's when results begin to show, not because of magic, but because your discipline is now doing the heavy lifting. You may start to notice better control of your appetite too. When you stop feeding yourself constant pleasure, your body naturally craves real nourishment. Protein, water, sunlight, rest. All of this fuels your growth. As you enter week 4, the first full month, your recovery becomes your superpower. Most men overlook this. They focus so hard on training that they forget the body grows in rest. But semen retention gives you better sleep and lower stress. Why? Because your nervous system isn't being zapped by constant overstimulation. Your body finally has a chance to recover from hard work instead of wasting energy on lust. You wake up fresher. You notice your muscles aren't as sore. You can train more often or with higher intensity without burning out. Around this time, your body begins to shift visibly. Your shoulders get rounder. Your arms look thicker. Your chest pops a bit more in a fitted shirt. You may not have gained 10 pounds of muscle, but your posture, your presence, your energy, it all speaks louder now. Moving into days 30 to 60, month 2, this is where the real internal transformation takes place. You've gone from fighting urges to channeling them. That sexual energy that used to be wasted now fuels your ambition. You work longer hours. You push harder in the gym. You think more clearly. You make fewer excuses. And all of this begins to reflect in your body. Not just in the mirror, but in the way people react to you. You walk into a room, and people can feel something's different. Your testosterone may not be sky high, but your confidence is. And that, in itself, has a physiological effect. You breathe deeper. Your posture is taller. You move slower, but with more purpose. All of this contributes to better training outcomes. Your lifts become heavier, your sets go longer, and most importantly, your recovery doesn't fall behind. You start to understand something crucial. Muscle growth isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters with relentless consistency. And that's what semen retention teaches you. It rewires your brain away from instant pleasure and toward long-term reward. You're no longer the man who skips leg day. You're no longer the guy who takes a week off because life got busy. You are disciplined now. And because of that, your gains begin to snowball. Your traps thicken. Your forearms get that dense, strong look. Your jawline might even look more defined, not because of the retention itself, but because of what you're doing with the energy retention unlocks. Now let's move to the final phase, days 60 to 90. This is the harvest season. You've planted the seeds of control, you've watered them with discipline, and now your body starts to reap the rewards. Your workouts feel natural. You no longer hype yourself up before lifting. You're calm, focused, and explosive. You may find that your numbers in compound lifts like deadlifts, squats, and bench press are climbing without plateau. Your grip strength improves. Your body begins to show that alpha shape, wider shoulders, narrower waist, defined core. You might still carry some body fat, but the underlying structure is masculine, solid, powerful. You don't just look better, you feel stronger, you feel rooted. More importantly, the way you see yourself changes. You no longer chase validation from others. You're not just training to impress someone, you're building because this is who you are now. You understand that semen retention isn't just about not releasing. It's about becoming a man who chooses to build more than he destroys. A man who holds his energy, sharpens his mind, and transforms his body on purpose. And after 90 days, the journey doesn't end. It evolves. You've built the foundation. You now have the ability to relapse without falling apart, because your identity is built on strength, not pleasure. You know how to take that sexual energy and convert it into progress. And that is what separates you from 99% of the population. While others are lost in addiction, you are sculpting your legacy. One workout, one meal, one disciplined choice at a time. So if you're watching this and you've struggled with progress, if you felt like something's missing, even though you're doing all the right things, maybe it's time to master the one thing most men never do: control over yourself. Try it. 90 days of NoFap and semen retention. Clean diet, hard training, deep sleep, and watch what happens. Your body will reward you in ways you've never experienced, not just with size, but with strength, presence, and power. Remember, the strongest man is not the one who lifts the most weight, but the one who has full control over his mind, his body, and his mission. Stay disciplined and stay focused. If you made it until here, leave a crown emoji in the comments. I'm doing a little experiment, and I want to see how many of you reach the end and are truly willing to finish what they start. And remember, live with honor or die a coward. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and stay strong.